So here we go, problem number 5, another beautiful question from this exercise 3, chapter 1, solution of equations based on Cardan's method. Here we go. That's a cubic equation. And the first thing that I can notice is that there is an x square term over here. Sir, you've instructed us that whenever you see an x square term, try to eliminate it. Okay, what is the concept that we used till now? Sir, we used the diminishing of the roots concept. Okay, we transformed this given equation into an equation in terms of y. Okay, but one more thing which I want all of you to notice is that there is this x term which is missing. Okay, now let me write down the Cardan's template. It goes like this: x cube plus bx plus c. In a Cardan's template, there has to be x cube, there has to be an x term, and there has to be a non-x term. These three things have to be there. So there are two things that we'll note. Number one is that the x square term is existing, whereas the x term is missing. We want this x square term to be eliminated, but when we want this x term to be incorporated, we want to see it in our equation. How do we achieve this task? Well, we are going to apply a simple transformation, that is y is equal to 1 over x. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is this equation, your given equation, let's say it is having roots alpha, beta and gamma. Then your required equation or your transformed equation in this case is going to have roots in the form of 1 over alpha, 1 over beta and 1 over gamma. Okay, that's a very fundamental concept. So let's start with the substitution. In place of x, you have to replace it with 1 over y. Let me do that. So 9 by y cube, 6 by y square, minus 1 equal to 0. So we can multiply both sides by y cube. Y cube cancels, 9. Y cube y square, 6y minus y cube is equal to 0. Multiply both the sides by negative 1 and you have to reverse the signs. Simple, isn't it? Okay, sir. So we can see this is perfectly in the Cardan's format. Okay, not to worry. Once you have your equation in the Cardan's format, you can straight away apply the Cardan's method, and we'll start from, let's say y is equal to u plus v. Cube both the sides, take all the RHS terms to the LHS. Okay, and by the way, u plus v, replace it with y. Here you go. Now what, sir? Now some comparisons has to be done. Coefficient of y. Sir, negative 3 uv is equal to negative 6. You are going to get one equation. Secondly, if you watch, you have a negative u cube plus v cube is equal to negative 9. Okay, just make these equations. Minus 3 into minus 2, simple, 2 is minus 6. So, and u cube plus v cube, automatically these two negative signs will cancel. Here we go. Cube both the sides. So u cube is your one root. Okay, root 1, and v cube is another root, such that this is the product of the roots, this becomes the sum of the roots, and you've got this beautiful template of a quadratic equation. Sir, if you watch, r1 plus r2 is 9, whereas r1 r2 is 8. Let me do that. And this 9t can be split up into 8t and t, minus 8t minus t. You can take t as common from this part, and from these two terms you can take negative 1 as common. Let me do that. Now take t minus 8 as common, t minus 1 will remain, and thus we have 2 roots of t, that is equal to 1 comma 8. Well, t happens to be u cube and v cube, so u cube is equal to 1 and v cube is equal to 8. So far so good. If you take cube root both the sides, u will be equal to 1, whereas v will be equal to 2. Done, sir. Easy. Okay, now what? Remember one thing, that we made an assumption at the beginning that so x is going to be equal to 1 over y. If that is so, you can apply it over here. Look, y is going to be equal to u plus v, that is 3. Okay, so x is going to be 1 over y, that is 1 by 3. So now you know one root of the equation happens to be 1 over 3. The remaining two roots can be used using the can be calculated using the synthetic division technique. X is equal to 1 by 3 is a root of this given equation. Okay, so let me divide this polynomial by x is equal to 1 by 3, or let's say simply 1 over 3. Let me do that. Here we go. 9, 6 and negative 1. 9, 6 and negative 1. Why is there a 0 term over here? Because we don't have any x term. If you don't have any x term, that means its coefficient is 0. Okay, as simple, right? 9x cube 6x square 0 x minus 1 is equal to, you know this, copy paste, 1 by 3 into 9, 3, 6 plus 3, 1 by 3 into 9, 0 plus 3, 1 by 3 into 3, minus 1 plus 1. Obviously, if it is a root, then it is going to exactly divide. Okay, and that's what the result is. 9x square plus 9x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation and you just need to solve it. Okay, so this is a is equal to 9, b is equal to 9, c is equal to positive 3. You just need to apply the formula. Minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. What is inside this root? Minus 27. So minus 27 can be split up into 3 into 3 into negative 3. Okay, so these two make a pair, they will come outside negative 3. And you can also say that 3 iota root 3 is your final value. Okay, as far as this much portion is concerned. So let me simplify this. And yeah, done. 3 roots through Cardan's method after synthetic division, right? So yes, that was all from my side. If you find this content helpful, do like and share the video with all your friends and classmates. Do support the channel and also subscribe to it and press the bell icon so that you stay notified with all my future updates. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.